I have seen at Wisdom Yankees, and I've done a showcase with him in Goodview, Minnesota. He has an incredible story to tell, and he is super funny. And every time I see him, he absolutely grows his comedy. He's from Rochester, Minnesota. Give it up for Shane Feedy!
Of course. Hi folks, my name is Shane Feedy, also known as Federal Inmate 2126-27041. I say that because I am a convicted felon. Now, people say, well, Shane, you look like such a good, upstanding individual. What could you have possibly done to land and control yourself in prison, right? Well, I was a commodities broker. Meth's a commodity, right? So, you're right? You're right. So, what's kind of interesting, when I first get to prison, I actually get sentenced to 80 months in a place called FCI Milan. It's a suburb of Detroit. Detroit, the world's most safest, most beautiful city in the world, okay? The population of FCI Milan is 90% black and 85% child molester. So, I fit right in. Not really. I'm not a child molester. I like my women like my scotch. 20 years old and full body. So you get to meet some really interesting people in prison, honestly. There's a lot of celebrities in prison, honestly. Felicity Flockhart at that time. You had Jim Baker, who's in Rochester, that's where I live now. You had Wesley Snipes, right? You had Jeffrey Epstein. Came in a pedophile, left a swinger.
He went there.
So it's cool because I got to hang out with some really. I did Fed time, not state time. There's a world of difference. Okay, so I got to hang out with some real criminals. I mean, real criminals, real mafia bosses. And one of the most interesting people I actually met were some Russian mafia bosses. They were pretty interesting. I actually worked on a work detail with a guy in the maintenance department. His name was Dmitry Petrov. And they think of life entirely different than we do. I had a couple of stories. He was pushing up some wood on a circular saw, right? On both ends of it. You may know anything about circular saw, you don't push on both ends. We'll bind it and it'll pop the breaker. So he's just pushing really hard. Pop. He goes, it's okay. Saw must be tired. Oh, okay. I don't think so. I think you popped the breaker. There is no breaker. It's so tired. I'm tired, we take break. So he sits down and the CO turns the breaker back on. The saw starts back up. She goes, see, so no longer tired. We get back to work. Right? Now, what's funny about this is I got a huge argument later that day with this guy about which country is more politically corrupt. I'm like, Russia's way more politically corrupt than the United States. He goes, no, not possible. I go, really? How? Explain this to me. He goes, you and your NASA, right? You'll take millions of dollars to invent a pen to write in space. I'm like, yeah? He goes, we bring pencil. Got me beat. Now, prison is a really, really dark and kind of effed up place. It's a violent place. But some people are really proud. Really proud. And pride's a big thing there. And it's funny because some really interesting people and their nicknames will blow your mind. I knew a guy named Ninja Chicken, right? Now, we call him Ninja Chicken, right? Because his name is Doug Nankinchuk, right? But the brothers couldn't say Nankinchuk, so he called him Ninja Chicken, right? Well, Doug did something to somebody, something, whatever. And, like I said, prison's kind of a violent place. So the first thing in the morning, they popped the cell open. A bunch of guys one time ran in to go beat him up, right? And the first guy hit the guy so hard while he was sleeping, he knocked him out while he was sleeping. Okay? So these guys are doing their thing to him, they run out. 20 minutes later, Doug finally wakes up. What? And we're like, yeah, man, something happened to you. No, nothing happened to me, man. I'm good. I'm like, no, something happened to me. Like, no. Like, your nose is bleeding. No, I'm just drying here. Your nose bleeding from sleep. I'm like, dude, no. He's like, ow. He's like, no, I just worked out really hard yesterday. I'm like, okay, dude. Whatever, man. That's kind of mentality you got to deal with in there. What other story I can tell you? This was messed up. I told some of my colleagues about this one. They told me that I shouldn't admit to this. So it's not. So allegedly, this is not me in the story. Okay. Another thing that I'd like to say is normally I changed the names of these people to protect the innocent, but nobody's fucking true innocent, all right? These are real names of people, all right? So, you know, for child molesters and things in prison, it's a hard time for them. And what happens to them is someone will go up to someone who's smaller or whatever and go like, look man, it's not going to go good for you here, you know? It's not going to go good. So what we'll do is we'll offer you a blanket of protection. Clean my cell, do my laundry, put some money on my books every week, right? It's a good kind of exchange. It's just, you know, and so most of them go along with it and whatever. And so I wasn't doing this, let's say that, but a gentleman who I was good friends with, he had done this to somebody. Well, he actually was getting released on the Johnson Act. I'm not going to go into all that thing. Okay. And so when he got left, he goes, hey man, you want my show up? I'm like, not really, but okay, I guess. So this guy was showing up, cleaning my cell and stuff, right, whatever. So what happened is I got involved in a spades tournament with your brothers, right? Whatever. If you make play spades against your brothers, you're going to lose no matter what. This is what happens. So I got $300 upside down really quick. These guys. Now, that's really dangerous in prison to be, because that's how things happen. So they're like, all right, man, all right, white boy, you know, how you gonna pay your debt? I'm like, I don't have any money. I'm like, how about you take my chomo for a week, right? Bam! Sold. Never sold the guy again. But I don't know. One last joke, I guess. Who likes comic books here? Okay. Who's your favorite X-Men? Wolverine. Right. Mine's Caitlyn Jenner. All right, I'm done.